Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fabulous Saturday. Today I have a very exciting video. Actually, I'm probably the most excited about this collection more than any other video I have done out there, and I'm going to be talking about my Vans. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I'm constantly talking about sneakers, I'm constantly talking about Vans, and even though I appreciate the luxury brands, and even though I like espadrilles and I like these heels and I like that, for me there is one shoe that will forever be, you know, in my wardrobe, and those are sneakers, and in particular they will be Vans. So a lot of these have been discontinued except for the classics. So I don't know the names of a lot of them. My apologies. If I can remember, I will put them on the description box below. But you will notice a pattern, my friends. Oh yes, you will notice a lot of pink and a lot of glitter. And I've told you before, when it comes to footwear, I'm a lot more adventurous with colors, and maybe a little too adventurous for my own taste. So yeah, let's get this show on the road, shall we? As I go through the pairs of shoes, I will also be answering a couple questions that I get on the footwear, like why am I such a fan, how do I find them, how comfortable are they, and stuff like that. Alright, so the first ones are the Authentic True Whites, and that is the model name. It is called the Authentic, but you have the white canvas, and it's just white, white, white. I love these for spring and summer, especially if I have a little bit of a tan going. I feel that it really ends up just making my outfits pop. But the Authentic True Whites, and I've actually kept these cleaner than I thought. I'm not careful with my Vans by any means whatsoever, but these are starting to show quite a bit of dirtiness, quite a bit of dinginess going on. So the True White Authentic. I also have the Authentic in the red, of course, and I really like the contrast of the red with the red with white. So there you go, and there are the bottoms. These I started using quite a bit as my fishing shoes, just because I like to have a pop of color when I go fishing, because I think, why not? Who cares? So I have the Authentic Reds. Now, why am I such a fan of Vans? And to be honest, I think it's because maybe it's partially nostalgic, and maybe the other part is because they are so insanely comfortable. I wear a size 9 in the US, and I find them to run true to size, and I don't have narrow feet, I don't have wide feet, I pretty much have your average foot. I have flat feet, but I find them to be very, very comfortable. I've never gotten any blisters on them, and I just love the way that they feel. I feel that they give you such, they're not, you know, they're not like these really thin type of shoes that kill your feet after a few hours, at least not for me. But I've been wearing them for 20 plus years, and I just love the way that they look, and I've said it before, I am a sneakerhead through and through, and I think that they are wonderful. Alright, I also have, you'll notice a lot of the Authentic model, because that's the one that I have the most, even though I prefer the old school, and I'll talk about those in just a second. Alright, so these are another Authentic. These are the all black, and they just have the regular sole on the bottom. These, check that out. It's almost like my heel eats the inside of the shoe. It seems that's the thing that happens with all of my sneakers. I don't know what it is. It's not like I need a bigger size, but that's kind of weird, right? But they fit perfectly. But the all black Authentics, I also use those as my fishing shoes. And fun fact, maybe it's not a fun fact, maybe it's a stupid fact, I don't know. I have a fresh pair of the black Authentic, black on black, ready to go in a box. So I do have duplicates of most of the classics, because you never know. I feel like I never run out of the shoes. Okay, I also have another pair of Authentics. These are in this funky canary yellow. I really don't use these too much anymore, really, because they have this going on there. They're kind of dirty. And yeah, yellow is not really my color. I think it's cute for spring and summer, but but I can't bring myself to get rid of them. I put them on, I wear them for a little bit, and then I end up switching into a different pair. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Maybe I am. I've told you guys, I'm 50 shades of crazy. So the Authentic in the yellow. All right, moving on to these guys. These are kind of like the Authentic. I don't remember the exact name of them, but they are in the gray. They have the light gray, and they have this beautiful like Tiffany teal or like Tiffany blue on the inside, even though it's showing up more like seafoam green. But I like the contrast, and They aren't really like the Authentics. These feel a little bit snug on my foot compared to the other ones that I have. They're a little weird. They're a little not for me. But look at the bottom. I don't even want to show you guys because they're so dirty. Look at this. They're dirty, but I loved the sole. That's the main reason why I got them, because I figured, oh, when I'm walking, you can see the seafoam green. No one cares about that but me. So these guys there, and like I said, I am the same size in all of them. Okay, on to these guys. I recently picked these up. These are the Old Skool. I think it just says Old Skool on the box. I still have the box here because I wanted to make sure I have something to share with you guys. They are called the Old Skool, are you ready for this? Drizzle. They are in Drizzle and Sangria. But they retail for 70 bucks. I actually picked them up for $29.95. There is an outlet store at most of the, there's a Vans outlet store at the outlet that I go to, and they end up having so many to choose from. So I was stoked. $29.95, and it is a little out there, right? Because the Old Skool has the suede, so it has the gray suede, and then the sangria, fuchsia, what have you, and then you have that little thing on the back side that says Vans off the wall, and they're always different colors, except for the classics, those are red. But check it out. These are kind of out there, but I really like them. All right, another pair of Authentics. Oh yes, bring on the glitter. I think these were called the multicolor glitter. I can't remember. I got them earlier this year, but check this out. They are just full of glitter. And the great thing is that I'm filming at night, so the lights really end up catching the sparkle perfectly. But I think these are awesome. Every time I wear them, I get so many compliments on them. Some people do look at me kind of like, what are you doing? But they're very me. So the Authentic multi-glitter, multi-chunky glitter, something like that. All right, on to another one of my favorites. These guys. These are also the Authentic, but they have a metallic holographic, what's it called, fabric on it. But check them out. Look at these. These are so beautiful. And when the light hits them perfectly, the sunlight, it's just like, it's like a party on the floor. As stupid as that sounds, but I'm like, these are amazing. Oh man, I feel like I never grow up. But I love these. And again, super comfortable, and you have that gorgeous fuchsia interior. All right, next I have these guys. These are a little different. I don't know if it has the name on here, but they are these, oh, it says Runner. It just says Vans Runner. Check these out. I really like these. They kind of remind me of New Balance. Sometimes with New Balance, it ends up hurting my feet a little bit as far as the front because of this little part of the runner shoe. But when I tried these on, they fit a little bit better than those. And again, I felt that they were comfortable as Vans are. So these guys here, they're a little different, right? And I went for like a, it's almost like a lavender maybe, or like a baby pink. It's more like a lavender, but it does have the suede, and you have the canvas here, and there you go. They kind of look like Cortezes from Nike as well. That's what I envision when I try them on, but they look really cute, especially with shorts on. Oh yes. So these runners. All right, I have this pair here. I believe these are called the ISO, but they're also kind of like running shoes, but they're really, really light. They have the UltraCush material, so they probably weigh together maybe, I'm not even joking, probably like 5-6 ounces. They weigh nothing. So I love to use these when we go walking or when I go running, because I feel that, you know, it's not restricting to my foot because they're all mesh. And I like the fact that they're still Vans. They're really comfortable, but they look a little different than the other ones that I have in my collection. So there you go, the ISO. I think that's what they are. And I also have the same pair, but these are in this insanely hot pink, and it's almost like the camera's capturing the color. But there we go. Yeah, and it says the ISO 1.5. and I snagged these at $9.97 because if I bought one pair of the clearance ones, which are the drizzle ones, the old school drizzle, I paid $29.95 for those, right? So that means that the second pair was half off. So instead of these being the retail price of 70 bucks, they had them on sale for $19.95, and since it was the second pair, I paid $9.97 for them. How can I not pick them up when they have such a great price point, right? And they're hot pink. I mean, insanely hot pink, and especially with the contrast of the white sole. So there we go. So the ISO 1.5. All right, on to another one of my favorite pairs, and those are the Old Skool. So like I said before, even though I have mostly authentics as far as the model goes, I prefer the Old Skool just because I feel that they're a lot more comfortable. Even though they're both comfortable, these are like walking on clouds. And these are the ones that I had way back when, and every year I keep buying them over and over and over again. So I also have a fresh pair of these ready to go in a box for when these kind of go out. But to be honest, these last for forever, it seems like. You can keep going and going and going. You can rewash them if you wanted to. If you end up washing them, they end up getting a little bit, I feel like they end up shrinking a little bit because of the materials. But still, you can wear them for 5, 10, 15 years. I know my aunt has a pair of Vans that she's had for like 16 years. I'm not even joking you. She just keeps rewashing them. I'm like, why don't you just buy a new pair? She's all, no, these are my favorite. So I don't know. But these Old Skools, they have the suede on the front, and then you have canvas in the middle, and you have suede on the back as well. But these are just super, super, super comfortable. And I think that these are the way to go. I think if you were to try out Vans for the first time, I would definitely recommend the Old Skools just because of the comfort level compared to the Authentics. All right, I also have another pair of Authentics. I haven't even laced these up, but these are also, they're not the true white because they do have a black line on the little part here versus the other ones. They are completely white, and they are the usually whenever they're like a limited edition or when they're a seasonal color or a seasonal style, like I said before, you'll see this little thing on the back that says Vans off the wall, and they'll be a different color. Compared to the classics always have the red. So kind of like these Old Skools have the red on the back. But there you go. But these are really cool because they have glitter eyelets, which I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick them up or not, but I saw them and I was thinking, ooh, I need a new pair of whites, even though I have another pair. But maybe these will be a little bit different because they have glitter. I don't know. I can justify anything when it comes to these shoes. So there we go. Okay, and another one of my most worn are the Authentic All Black. I also have a fresh set of these ready to go, but these I end up wearing probably the most recently between these and the regular Old Skool. So these just have the canvas material, and again you have the red Vans off the wall on the back side. So love those, and again I feel that with the contrast that the black and white has, I've always just been a big fan of that color combination. I can't even talk, I'm getting tongue-tied. Okay, I have this pair. Now this pair, I really thought these would be amazing and fantastic in theory. I have never worn them. I don't know if I will, but they are these guys. They're also the Authentics. These are just red. Just red. I think it said true red on the box if I'm not mistaken, but the eyelets are gold and you have everything. The red sole, the red bottom, the red interior. I don't know if they're really me, but I think they're super cute. I can't bring myself to wear them. Maybe I should wear them now because it's the holidays. They seem a little more festive. I don't know. Maybe I should put green shoelaces on here. I have no idea. But these guys, they're just red. Okay, now these I used to dub them my Disneyland shoes, so you'll have to forgive me because they are insanely dirty. But they are also a spin on the Authentic, but they have this metallic glitter fabric, kind of like the holographic ones that I showed you guys. So you have, look at this, they're filthy. You have the black interior, you have the pink going on, and then on the bottom you have the pink sole. So like I talked about before with the teal. When I see that different colored sole, it just makes me crazy. It makes me so happy. But I used to wear these all the time when we'd go to Disneyland because, I don't know, I felt like such a kid. And I feel that anytime I go to Disneyland, I immediately go back into like 5-year-old mode and just having such a great time. And I don't feel like an adult, you know what I mean? Maybe it sounds silly, but that's the way that I feel when I go to Disneyland. Okay, I'm getting down to the very last ones, I promise. I'm trying not to talk your guys' ear off. The next ones are also old school, but these are called the Zephyr as far as the color. They have the pink suede, the pink canvas here, the pink suede back there, and then you also have that awesome Vans stripe. These fit exactly like the classic old schools do because it's the same, it's pretty much the same thing. And the old school drizzle. But there you go. So sometimes when I'm feeling a little Billy Badass, a little edgy, I go for the black. And when I want to be a little bit more girly, sometimes I go for the pink. I don't know. But I really like the contrast of this pink because it's not a bright pink either. It's kind of like the Rose Ballerine from Louis Vuitton. So there we go. Those are them. And then now these guys are called the Chunky Old School. It's supposed to be a spin on the Old School, but they're a little bit wider. And I think these were in the flamingo red, or flamingo pink, if I'm not mistaken. So they're just a very bright pink. These don't have suede. The chunky, what's it called? Old School. I keep saying chunky over and over again. The Chunky Old School doesn't have the suede. It's just strictly all canvas. And you can see the difference between these two. So these are a little bit wider. And I still think that these are 1,000 times more comfortable than these guys there. So, and then you have the little pink on the back side. These are also the Authentics. These are in the Winter Moss. I recently talked about these in one of my videos, but check that out. You have the awesome classic of the Authentic, and then you have this beautiful khaki green. I love the color, especially the combination with the white, and then you have the tan on the bottom. But I saw these and I fell in love. But I also got these on sale. I think I paid 29 bucks for these, $29.95 or $39.95. So I figured, hey, why not? I could add them to the collection, and they're green because I'm such a fan of that khaki color. The next ones that I have are a metallic fabric. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to capture them, but they're kind of like iridescent in a sense, because if you turn them one way, they look gold. If you turn them the other, they look silver, and they have a little bit of a thinner shoelace there, but they're still really comfortable. And there you go. I've worn them a couple times, and every time I wear them I get a lot of compliments because of how shiny they are. And a lot of people think that it's glitter, but like I said before, it's not. It's just the fabric. But when you end up doing this, it ends up catching the light beautifully. And the last pair, these I just recently picked up. I am probably the most excited about these, and they describe me to a T. Check these puppies out. They are also in the Authentic. I bought these through Nordstrom. I ended up getting the chunky Old School first, so it was very similar to this. But there's an inseam on the inside that ended up hurting my toe, so I ended up returning them. I saw these and I just had to go for them because I felt that these won't end up hurting my feet whatsoever. I tried them on and they end up working out perfectly. But you have just all this glitter going on. Check that out. And I know that the light is definitely not doing it justice. And I know these are going to look insane when I wear them out. So I am stoked. I think these, like I said, they describe me to a T, and they're perfect for the holiday season. But let's be honest, I'll be rocking these all year long. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's the holidays or not, because I think that these are awesome. So the Authentic with the chunky glitter, and I believe it just said metallic and not much else. It didn't really have too much of a description. Alright you guys, so that does it for my Vans collection. Like I said, I have a few others ready to go inside of the boxes, but they are just doubles of what I've already showed you. But I don't know if this video is going to be any good, but all I know is that these shoes make my heart sing. I think they are wonderful, and I will constantly pair them if I'm wearing a Chanel bag or a Louis Vuitton bag. It doesn't matter. because I feel that I'm such a casual dresser that it ends up working out. You know what I mean? I don't have to wear expensive shoes in order to wear an expensive handbag, and I don't have to necessarily dress down my shoes either if I wanted to. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry for the rambling. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information on each one, and make sure if you are looking to go for Vans, check out what ends up working out for you the best as far as size goes, because like I said, it's true to size for me. But always check out the outlets, because the outlets have a lot of the discontinued, the ones that you can get, and they have phenomenal pricing as well, instead of having to pay the retail price. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button down below and hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload videos, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. And I will see you guys on Monday. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.